So the other day, I get a call from my interim boss. And, he's asking me, lets me know that they've hired the new director. And was wondering if I would be willing or open to staying past my retirement notice date. I told him no, and here's why you might do the same. So first off, he calls me. I knew something was up just by the way he was talking. Not telling me anything new, just him and hawing around. But okay. And he's a nice enough guy. We'll just hear him out. And I don't even mind him asking. That's fair. I might have done the same thing, actually. I don't know. But the thing is, it's just weird the way he kind of asked it. And I reminded, I already filled out the form. I gave these guys 2 years notice. Now, I understand, 2 years, you tend to put that off, right? That's a long notice. It just happens that it's almost here. So, things happen. My last boss essentially got fired recently, and so they're kind of scrambling. They had this open position. Long story short, now my date's coming up here, and they got to figure out what to do. I can respect all that, but I'm not changing my plan. Look at this. This is snow. I got to get out of here. I'm old. It's too cold. I want out. But that's not the only reason. These statistics about how long the average life expectancy are weighing on my mind. So I'm thinking, if most people don't make it to even age 70, I only got 8 years left. No, I'm not gonna stay. I'm out of here. If you watched my first video or my earlier video about why I'm retiring, a lot of comments in there about how they either, did it a lot sooner or wish they did. So I'm not that guy. I'm out. I did it politely. I don't want to burn any bridges, but nope, not staying. So, if you've been on the fence about it and, you're not really sure, you're worried about finances, okay, fine. That was probably your opportunity to change your mind. I'm just not doing that. If I wanted to, I would have, but I'm not. So, that's all a personal choice we all have to make based on our situations. My situation, I'm already thinking about I should have done it sooner, but I'm ready, so we're not going to stay. Now, if you've already given a notice or notified them in any way, let me know in the comments if you would have taken that opportunity, or if they asked you today, would you change your mind? Would you go back? Would you stay a little longer? I'd like to know. Now, one other thing I do know, we tend to do these things and time gets away from us. So, what am I going to stay? An extra 3 months, 6 months? What is it? That turns into a year faster than anything, right? Next thing you know, I'm even closer. I'm selling my life, my days. That's what you're selling. So you really have to, don't answer in that moment. At least think about it, unless you're 100% sure. Like if you're, thank God they asked, I didn't really want to. Okay, that's fine. What I really want to say is don't let them pressure you into staying longer. Like if you want to, great, but don't feel guilty. I put in my time. I paid my dues. So no. And honestly, they don't, no offense, they're nice enough, but they don't value it that much anyway, How can they? Like we're all trying to make money for the business, and I get it. That's all fine and well. You want to try to take care of the people as best you can, of course. But at the end of the day, it's about a bottom line. And they're going to be fine anyway. I know that. So the machine moves on. So just do you, right? That's it. So for me, I just want to have stress-free days. Already got enough as far as I'm concerned. The savings plan is adequate. The investments are solid. Like, it's gonna be fine, like many people. So staying a little bit longer doesn't help me. It's only for them. And that's not my focus. I'm thankful for, working there as long as I have, but it's not through any decisions the current management has made. Anyway, I digress. I just don't want the stress in my life. That is the main thing. That's a health killer right there, right? I think we all agree. If you don't agree, the science says. The research is there. So stress is like a #1 killer. Anyway, I would be trading additional stress, although I'm pretty stress-free right now. I think that's because retirement is so close. The end is in sight. Almost there, in the home stretch, as they say. Feeling pretty good about that. Except for today, it's cold out here. Just like upper management. Yeah. That's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.